So we're here to talk to you about careers and passions and who you want to be when you're older and what you can do to have the life that you want and make it happen. And so every Thursday, someone from the business community comes to Mr. Olo's class and just talks to the students. Today, we were lucky enough to have a guest of national prominence, and he's very tall. And he's here with us today because we're just lucky. I'm so excited for you. I don't even have words to tell you why he's here. But he knows that you're our future, and he wants to be part of this program. And for those of you who may not know him, let me just give you a little bit of background. When he was a freshman, so not much older than you are now, a freshman in college at the University of Michigan, he was one of the Fab Five. That was the starting lineup for the Michigan basketball team, 5 freshmen. In 1992 and 1993, they took the team to the NCAA championships. And in 1993, he was, as a sophomore, the #1 draft pick in the NBA. So that's kind of a big deal. He went on to play with the Golden State Warriors and the Sacramento Kings and some other teams, and I know them in my head, but I'm just not even going to try to get them right now, so forgive me. Yet, he's even bigger off the court than on the court, if you can believe it. And he is just an incredible person who is coming here out of the goodness of his heart, because this program we're doing is a pilot program, and everybody who comes in is a volunteer. So he's coming in out of the goodness of his heart to share with you his gifts so that you too can have gifts like this when you're older, when you're in college, when you're out of college, and just follow your passion and your dreams. And so without further ado, I'd like to introduce to you who many people call C-Web, Chris Weber.
Thank you, Liz. What's up, y'all? It's high school. I thought y'all was supposed to be hype. What's up? There we go. First of all, welcome to high school. This is the freshman class, so I'm actually excited to speak to you guys. Can you hear me? Okay, so I'm actually really excited to speak to you guys because when I used to go to high school, I had to go to a different type of high school. I went to high school where it was really stiff. Like I had to wear a suit and a tie. I had to come to these functions like you guys are right now, and I had to listen to the most boring people in the world. I was sitting back, I would go to sleep, I would not pay attention. And so one thing Liz has said that I had to do is be very engaging with you guys, because we don't want this to be like when we went to high school. And so really what I'm here to talk to you guys today is real simple. It's really simple, but it's things that I wish people would have just told me. So all I'm going to do is just tell you from personal experience and from friends that I've talked to. So when I went to high school, no one really taught me how to do anything. They taught me a lot about school. The teachers were great, just like the teachers here. So I know you guys are educated. I know you guys are going to be real smart. But nobody really taught me how to dream. Like, you really think about it, we have all these dreams and ideas in our head, and no one ever taught me how to dream. So I called a few friends before I came in today that are really successful. I called a guy that didn't go to high school, and that's a billionaire, and I asked him, what should I tell you? I called this guy who's a rapper. He's from this area. I asked him, what should I tell you? I called an actress, what should I tell you? I called someone in political arena, what should I tell you? I called my mother, my father-in-law, what should I tell you? And basically, they all said the same thing. They said that you're smart enough to know what you want to do, but all you have to understand is the process of how to get where you're going. So I'm going to need some help. Can anybody tell me the definition of a dream? Can you just raise your hand and tell me the definition of a dream? Yes, in the red and black. Hold on. What's your name? What's your name? Huh? What's your name? Please stand up for me, sweetheart. What's your name? Aaron? Everybody say, what's up, Aaron? Everybody say, what's up, Aaron? Okay, so Aaron, what's the definition of a dream? Can you come up here with me? I know you're shy, but can you come up? Because I need everybody to hear this. There you go, clap it up. Yeah, give us some swag so she can come on up here. What's your name?
Eowyn?
Okay, now what's the definition of a dream?
Pursuing your dreams, and my voice sounds weird, making them your goals.
Pursuing your dreams and making them your goals. Now, I need you to take this piece of candy and keep that for me. Thank you for coming up here. All right. Now, listen up now, listen up. Listen up. So what she just said was to achieve our goals. So I'm gonna put that in the process of dreaming. And what I'm gonna take from what she just said is that once you decide what you wanna do, you're gonna have to be dedicated and you're gonna have to pursue your goals. So we're just gonna put dedicate. I have terrible handwriting. Anybody wanna write? Please come in, thank you. What's your name?
Taylor. Huh? Taylor.
Everybody say, what's up, Taylor? Can you write dedicate up there for me? Okay. Can anybody else help me with the process of a dream? Now, what I want to know is, what is a dream? Like, I know it sounds simple, but I think that at the end of this, you'll be able to put what your teachers tell you. You'll be able to put when you're watching TV. You'll be able to put things that just won't leave your mind in this process. Can somebody please tell me what a dream is? Yes. What's your name? Everybody say, what's up, Marion? Okay. And come up here, Marion. I need you up here. Okay, Marion, can you help me out and tell the class what's a dream?
A dream is like a desire that a person wants to achieve in the near future.
Wow. This is for you. Please hold on to that. Thank you. So she said it's a dream. Listen up, guys. Listen up. We're not going to be here that long. I'm going to make it real quick for you. Listen up. So what she said was, is a dream is something that just can't get out your mind, that you want to work on, and that you want to do. So let's put passion. Now, in order to be dedicated, in order to have a dream, in order to have passion, it's really a misnomer that's going around. Nothing will be done in a day. Nothing will be done in a week. Nothing will be done in an hour. Everything you have to do is going to be hard. For instance, how many guys in here want to be athletes when they grow up? Professional, college. Okay. Listen up. Now, how many of you, listen up. Now, how many of you honestly think that you can be the best athlete without being a great student? Just be honest. Great. Well, I'm going to tell you a personal story. Have any of you ever heard of, let's say, Tom Brady? He's a pretty good quarterback, right? Well, I can't say the Atlanta Falcons quarterback, so I'm going to go to someone else. Like, we can't use him. Hold on one second. Listen up. Listen up. Listen up. When I first became an NBA basketball player, I was a pretty good student, and it was cool, and my mother's a teacher, so I had to know how to study. But I was surprised because when I got to the NBA for our very first playoff game, the book was about this thick. So inside of the book, I was checking Charles Barkley. Inside of the book, there were statistics. First of all, it's a personal section, then it's statistics, then it's miscellaneous things. So the first thing I had to realize was out of 80 shots, or I'm sorry, out of 100 shots that he took in the paint, that 80 he would go over his left shoulder. So this is something, information, when you guys are in class studying or you feel like a little piece of information isn't important when it comes to a dream. Well, my dream was to be one of the best in basketball. So this time while I'm playing basketball, I have to understand that 80% of the time while I'm checking Charles Barkley, he's going to go this way. Well, why do I need to know that? I need to know that so I can block a shot. I need to know that so he can't pass to the left. I need to know every single play that they're calling. So not only does the coach know the plays, but if I'm the captain and I want to be the best, I want to be dedicated and this is my passion, I have to know more than the coach. So if we're playing Orlando, if we're playing the Lakers and Shaq, I have to know every single play that they're doing. I have to go home and I have to watch hours of Kobe and his moves because you guys will see Kobe or LeBron and think he just does this. In my mind, while I'm watching it, I know when he does this, it's 3 moves that he can do off of this one move, and I need to understand that. And if I don't understand that, y'all gonna be at home saying he's sorry or he can't play or he can't do this. It's not about the physical. It's about the mental. The reason why I'm telling you guys this is because you guys are so smart. You're smarter than I was when I was a freshman. You have more tools in this world than any of us have ever had. But you guys need to understand the process. It's a very simple process of becoming who you want to be and getting what you want. I think I've learned the secret. I think I've learned the secret to dreams. One is you find something you love to do. Can anybody tell me why you need to love to do what your dream is going to be? Anybody? Yes, in the red shirt. What's your name? Come on up here. What's your name? Ted. Everybody say, what's up, Ted? So, Ted, why is it so important to find a dream that you love?
Because you got to be good at what you do.
Because you got to be good at what you do. I respect that, Ted. Hold on to this for me. I appreciate it. Hold on to that for me. Thank you, Ted. Now, it's important to learn what you do. Yeah, clap it up for Ted. He the man. He the man. It's important. The reason why it's important to find something you love, to be honest with you, every day is a day that you can end up hating your job. I'm sure as great as these teachers are, as bad as we are sometimes as kids, don't you think there's days where the teachers are like, man, I wish I could just stay home in the bed today. Or let's talk about your parents and what they go through. Work is not easy. So the reason why you want to find a dream, because when you have a dream, it's something you love to do. My bad. But that's why you want to find a dream, because when you have a dream and it's something that you want to do, it's not work. It's just something that you want to do. So instead of having to be in an office that you don't like for 12 hours, if that office is your dream, if that place is what you love to do, it's not as hard as work. Let me ask you a question. How many people think rappers work? Thank you for putting your hand up. Well, I can be honest with you. I know some of the greatest rappers alive. Listen to me, y'all, listen. I asked a couple rappers who I feel are the greatest men walking on the planet. I asked them, what should I say to you? And they said, to let you know that it's not a game. That if it's a rapper here and a rapper there, the smartest rapper wins. How can you be a vocabulary wordsmith and you can't read? Because you sold drugs in the neighborhood? What makes you great at what you do? What makes you great at what you do is a willingness to go further than anybody else would in that passion. So when you guys see videos, or you guys see guys catching touchdowns, or you guys see people being lawyers on TV, I know that looks like the easiest part. But that's not easy. Like the things you guys are studying in English are the things that my friends go to the bookstore every day just to buy, just to read, just to know more about themselves. It's not a game, because nothing happens by circumstance. Nothing just happens. If you want to be the best at something and that opportunity comes and you don't know the right information, or in your mind you just haven't dreamed with it and studied with it and know how you want it to come out, then you really can't do anything. You guys are so smart. You guys probably know what you want to do already, but there is a process to it. The first process is understanding the difference between a dream and a fantasy. Let me explain to you what that is. Right now, it's a dream I could be a basketball coach. I have enough knowledge, I have enough experience where I can make that dream a reality. To be the principal of your school would just be something stupid for me to say that I'm going to do unless I'm willing to go to college like the principal of this school, unless I'm willing to go to workshops like the principal of this school, unless I'm willing to be a teacher first like the principal of this school, unless I'm willing to earn, unless I'm willing to work. And what you have to understand, the difference between a dream and an idea is, will you really sacrifice to go get it? The reason why I was better than a lot of cats is because they wanted to go to the club or hang out or go to some new movie or a concert. I was just playing ball. I didn't care about that. Because at the end of the day, I knew it was going to take a sacrifice in order for me to get my dream. I'm not telling you what grades you have to study. I'm not telling you what you have to do as far as what school you have to go to. I'm telling you that you have to find something that you love, cultivate it, work hard at it, find the right people, get involved with them, talk to them about it, and keep dreaming and believing in yourself. Because a lot of times, a lot of people can't understand your dreams. When I was growing up, there were people that never understood what I wanted to do, what I wanted to be. Even now, after basketball, there's a lot of things I want to do. And a lot of people just don't get it because they only care about what they would do, or, man, if I was him, I would do this or I would do that. During this whole time, I just have to remember how I am and what I want to do. So I have about, let's say, 5 agents. I have about 5 agents, and every day I'm fighting them. Every day I'm telling them, this is what I want. This is where I need to go. So if you guys can help me out right now, I'm going to show you the inside of an agency, and we're going to help somebody accomplish a dream, okay? And we can walk them through a process real quick, and then after that, maybe you can see how to put yourself in here. I got any volunteers? Come here. What's your name, bro?
I'm Royston.
Everybody say what up to Royce. Come on, we can be better than that. This y'all classmate. What up, Royce? Okay. Now listen. Now help us out here. All right. What is your dream? What do you want to do when you fulfill everything that you would like to do?
I want to be a successful comedian and own a restaurant/comedy club.
You want to be a successful comedian and own a restaurant, comedy club. Clap it up. Now, can you put positive and negative? And this first one's going to be negative. Okay, now, we just learned rule number 1 about a dream. When you have a dream, people are going to laugh at you. The first thing we heard is people laugh. I don't see nothing funny about it being a comedian or having a comedy club, because I know comedians that y'all go to their movies. I've been in their houses. That's nothing to laugh at. I see how hard they work. That's nothing to laugh at. And I've been to their comedy club restaurants. Like, I've seen this dream before. So the first thing all of you have to realize is that when you have a dream, you will be laughed at. So the second thing you need to realize is when it's your dream, you own it. I don't care if anybody laughs at anything I want to do in here. Well, what do I care about y'all laughing at me for? I got something to do. Because the same people laughing, you're going to see them on the way back. When you're going to your job, you're going to see them when you're working. So the number one thing, especially as freshmen, those people that laugh at you, really what they're doing is they're crying because they don't have enough confidence to step forward. So for you few that are going to dream and going to go forward, you have to know that if nobody's hating you, if nobody's disagreeing with you, then you probably don't have a good dream. You're probably doing something that anybody could do. And right now we have a guy that we're going to be his agents, and right now he wants to be a comedian and he wants to have a shop. So as agents, somebody raise their hand. What's the first thing? Think about this now. This is a process of a dream. What's one of the first things he should do? You put laugh at you right here? Yes. What's your name? What's your name? Joy? Joy Junior? Everybody say what's up, Junior. So what is one of the first things that he should do? He should what? Now, you're in ninth grade, right? Ninth grade, 10th grade, something like that? Yeah, you're in that grade. Now, this is something, and please listen, this is something that agents get paid thousands of dollars an hour to do. That's why I'm telling you, you guys are going to learn the process, and hopefully if you listen, you'll be able to make a template, which means make a maze and set yourself within inside of that maze and know where you're going. So the first thing you said is correct. You need to make a plan. Some people call that a business plan. Some people call that a playbook. Some people call that just their ideas and thoughts. So a business plan. Now within this business plan, what's the name of your restaurant going to be? Or what's the name of your restaurant and what's your comedian name?
It's going to be Royston's Boom Boom Room. And my comedian name's just gonna be Big Daddy, Joe Daddy. That's what it is. Thanks, Big Daddy.
Now, let's work with this. Now, I like the Boom Boom Room. I will go to that off the name. But being that he didn't have a name for himself, I would say part of this first plan is to talk to his friends, talk to people in school, talk to other comedians, and figure out a name because it's not a game. Everybody that has a name, it's a reason why Cat Williams' name is that. It's not just made up. It's not just made up. Everything is done deliberately and thoughtful and purposely. So what we would have to do is we would have to figure out a name. So that's something we would come back to. Next, where would your restaurant be?
Down here, downtown Atlanta, man.
Why downtown Atlanta?
Well, because where I was born, it's really not, the comedy scene is really booming like here in Atlanta. Atlanta's like one of the funniest places I've ever been to in my life, and I've been a couple places, so shouts out to Atlanta.
Right there, what we call is he's done his field research. So basically what would be next is they would say, you know what, you need to go to a bunch of comedy clubs and you need to figure out when time you're gonna open. Are you gonna serve alcohol? Are you gonna serve food? Are you gonna, not for you guys, are you gonna serve food? What are people gonna look like? That's a great plan. Now, are you gonna be a comedian at your own comedy club? How is it gonna work? Tell everybody why they would come to your comedy club.
Well, first, because we're gonna have excellent food. I'm talking about just gourmet everything. And I'm gonna open the show every night. What'd you say? Oh, it's gonna be, woo. We're gonna have go-go dancers everywhere. I'm talking about up on right stage, left stage, everywhere.
What happened to the comedy club?
Oh. They're gonna be telling jokes too.
So as his advisor, I would have a meeting with him. I would say, you know what? I don't think we need to have the girls. I think we can do this. But basically what we've done is though, is that he started off with your dreams. With your dreams, you need to start off with a plan. How am I gonna do it? Is this realistic? Is he gonna have to go to college while he pays for it? Is he gonna have to do it after college? The difference between dreams and ideas is the reality of the heart that you have. A lot of us make excuses, or a lot of us make up these things and think we're gonna have a phantom in 1 year. Or a lot of people think I'm gonna be flying private or I'm gonna own my plane in 1 year. And what I would like to say to you guys is that when you live your dream, it is much better than having all the money in the world. I'm telling you that from a fact. When you do something that you love and that you cultivate, it makes every single day easier. That's why me and Liz are here. This is not work for me. This is fun to be able to talk to you guys and to be with the teachers. So I need you guys to find something that you love. Next thing, and then we're gonna let you go. What hurdles do you see? What would be your biggest problems into starting a business like that? And you have to kind of hate on yourself, because when you know what the problems will be, you can overcome them. So if you had to hate on this problem, why wouldn't it work?
One of the reasons they wouldn't work is because I have a really, really short attention span. I think I got, I'm not gonna say a lot of enemies, but a couple enemies. it's gonna take a long time. It's gonna be about an 8-year process in my head, because it's gonna take about 2 years to go to, because I'm gonna cook the food. I'm gonna be head chef.
Okay.
And I'm gonna everything. So y'all laughing, I'm for real. I've been to like 2 open houses for the Art Institute of Atlanta, culinary arts. So shouts out to them. I'm going there. And then I just plan to maybe get at least an undergrad in business or something, so I know how to run my own stuff. But so.
Now, does everybody in here think that just with the plan, because we haven't heard his talent yet, everybody in here think that that's a pretty good plan? You know, the biggest problem though with your plans and your dreams is you actually have to have talent. So if he can't tell jokes, if he can't cook, then this is a waste of time for all of us, because all of us will go in and leave right away because it won't be funny and the food will be terrible. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, you got a joke? Anybody, would y'all like to hear something that we gonna hear at the comedy club? You gotta start like, hey, brother, did you hear this boom boom room? You gotta start out.
Where is Mr. Olo? Mr. Olo, stand up one time.
You gotta welcome him to the boom boom room.
Oh, Mr. Olo, welcome to Royce's Boom Boom Room. Come on, stand up. I see you back there all low key. Get up, man. All right, don't even get to your feet. I just want to ask you one time, how was it like?
It's your joke. You ain't making
No,
anybody laugh.
I gotta ask you a question though.
You can do that, but you gotta make everybody laugh first.
It's gonna be funny. I mean, ain't nothing.
Oh, you okay? Love that.
You know what I'm saying? Wasn't nothing funnier than the shorts he was wearing when you was from Michigan. That's like the funniest thing I've never seen in my life. Is it easy shopping for shoes? Cause I see you got some ski boats down there.
All right, you funny. Good job. Everybody, give him a round of applause. Yeah, all right, you real funny. Get out of here, man. I want to go through real quick. I need a young lady. One more time, just real quick. Somebody who's gonna help me out. Young lady. Yes. No, not you, brother. Young lady. Thank you guys for your patience, too. Come on down. Don't be listening to everybody. Come on. What's your name?
Koya.
Huh?
Koya.
Everybody say, what's up, Koya? Okay, Koya. What now? What we gonna do with you, Koya? What we gonna do with you? What is your dream?
I want to be a pediatric surgeon.
Wow. Okay. What is your dream?
I want to be a pediatric surgeon.
Wow. Okay. Now, being someone that doesn't know much about medicine, I'm a little bit intimidated by it. I'll tell you why. There's no way in the world I could be a pediatric surgeon. I'm sure I could go to classes, I'm sure I could learn, but I could not do it. So I admire right now what Koya is going to do. Now, Koya, how do you go about being a pediatric surgeon? And you have to start from freshman in high school. How do you go about that?
Okay, so here at Grady, you have the biomedical health and sciences community, and so first you get into that, and then you take your 9th grade classes as a nurse, and your 10th grade as a...
Wait. So you have to be a nurse first?
Well, you have to take classes as a nurse.
Okay.
And so then once you take that class and you go to 10th grade, you have to do like courses that involve what a doctor has to do. Well, an intern, and once you actually get to 11th and 12th, you are an intern for a teacher or a doctor. And then you can join the HOSA club, I guess. Yeah.
And then what about college? What do you have to do?
During college, you go to a medical school, and then you major in biology and life sciences. And then as you move on, you get your PhD, and you get your medical degree, and then you start your practice.
Now, how long do you think that will take?
8 to 16 years.
8 to 16 years. This is another lesson about dreams, is that sometimes dreams take a little bit longer than other people's dreams, depending on the priority. There are some people, like my cousin, who just opened up her hair shop. And that's been her dream since she's been in high school, to do hair and to do everything. And so that dream probably took her 4 years. Well, now we're talking about 8 to 16 years. And so right now, when we're talking about Koya's dream, never in a dream did I hear her say that she had to make sure she went out and hung out with friends. Never did I hear her say that she had to make sure she was cool. A lot of times when you make a decision on your dream, it's gonna be very unpopular. Anybody know somebody that just made a very unpopular dream in sports? LeBron James just made a very unpopular decision, right? You know what? You know what? Listen up, listen up. As a basketball fan and as an analyst, I don't think LeBron should have went to Miami. Hold on, but just to make a point. No, just to make a point. But as a man, it's not even my opinion. Who cares what I think? It's LeBron's life. And what you guys have to understand is that anytime you set a goal or make a dream, you're gonna have to have some unpopular decisions. Some decisions maybe your friends won't understand because you're gonna have to sacrifice. Some decisions your family won't understand. Some decisions sometimes that you don't understand. Thank you very much, Koya, for that. And we're gonna cheer you on as your pediatrician. Oh wait, no, I need your help, I need your help. I'm sorry. Give me something negative why a person like me or anybody in the community would say you can't be a pediatrician or a pediatric surgeon.
Well, some people might say that you might not have the drive to go to college for 18 years and then you have to start right back over after you get out of college, because you have to go, when you start your job, you start as an intern, and so you just start right back over from the beginning. Like, you have no accreditation, you have no record, you start right back over.
So basically, that it's gonna be real tough. And now that you know that, Koya, would you be prepared to go through that? Would you be prepared to start over and do that?
Yes.
So you can accomplish your dream because you know what's in the way of it, right?
Yes.
Thank you, Koya. Hold that candy for me. Now, guys, as we listen to two different people about their dreams, and I'm gonna make this short so you guys can go. Number one, let's just go over it again. Number one, your dream has to be something that's realistic, that you are really gonna do. So if you're like a cousin of mine who was like girls in class talking a lot, she loved talking and researching and arguing, then her dream was to be a lawyer so she could argue all day because that's all she ever did with us. Or if your dream is to be an athlete, like I know a lot of you are, dream to be an athlete, just work hard. I'm not gonna say that you cannot do it. But you athletes out here, the same way you put into sports, you have to put that work into everything else. Because for you athletes, if you look at it like life is like the sport and you gotta be the hardest worker, be there on time, you have to be able to play just as good as everyone else, it's the same in other situations. I'm gonna let you guys go, but I want you to remember a couple things. Number one, right now while you're young, it'll be great to build relationships with people that are in the area of your dreams. You guys understand that? The easiest thing to do when you guys get out of school, you'll see, is to build relationships, or the hardest thing, I should say. And right now, while you guys have the energy, right now, while you guys know what you want to do, you should find someone that cares about you and that will cultivate what you want to do. So your teachers here, you can share your dreams with your teachers, you can share them with friends and family, but you guys need to start living what you want to be now. If you change your mind your senior year of high school, if you change your mind your third year of college, who cares? But until that point, you guys should live the dream as if you're doing that. Second, whenever you have a dream, you have to own it. I would suggest to you guys that you don't tell everybody your dream. Because the only way that you guys can hurt me is to hurt my wife or my family or hurt my passion. That's the only way you guys can get to me, criticize me about a passion. And that's the same way people will get to you. So I would suggest that you keep some dreams to yourself, and you work hard on them. Because one of the first things we learn is that when you tell people your dreams, the first thing you're going to get is laughter. The first thing you're going to get is negativity. Or the first thing someone's going to do is remind you of what you didn't do in the past and who you were in the past. And by you guys being so young and so impressionable, I just hope that when you share your dreams with people that you'll expect that laughter or you'll expect that negative criticism and you'll just use it to make you work harder. You'll just use it to make sure that you prove the next person wrong. Because anybody that's accomplished something great, it was always other people that maybe didn't believe in them just as much. And I know that we've all gone through that. And so why not get thick skin now and learn to believe in yourself now? One thing you have to, thank you. One thing you have to do too is you have to make a plan. A lot of people I've seen in basketball were better than me. Growing up, there were a lot of good guys that were better than me. A lot of good guys. We would come to a lot of places and play. I've seen players that are so incredible, better than most players in the NBA. But it was our focus, it was our dream. I was lucky to have two parents around me. So when my father was there, I couldn't do everything else that other guys wanted to do that had the same dream, but they didn't have discipline. Like, I guarantee I will beat anybody in here in anything if you give me time, because I will find out what I have to do to win. And if you don't have people around you that's helping you cultivate these dreams, then you're going to be like the old guys on the corner that talk about what they used to do. Everybody my age, older, wishes they had a chance to be your age again and to start over. You guys have the world in front of you, and I know you're smart. The teachers talk about how smart you are, how intelligent you are. So what you guys need to do right now is don't be those basketball players that I used to play with that were the best, but that was too cool. So if you're smart and you too cool, you're in the back of the class and you just too cool, you're gonna stay too cool. All my friends, they still too cool. But when I come home though, then the fun begins. You don't want to be one of these guys that had the talent, one of these females that had the talent, and you didn't have anybody around you. For instance, I would say that people in the class that are speaking while I'm speaking probably don't have as good of a chance as the other ones that really are listening. Because I sit in locker rooms with guys like that that are talking and can't none of them play. All the people that talk the most, that are the wildest, that want to attack your dreams are usually the ones that are most insecure, that can't figure themselves out, that don't have the attention span to grasp it. You guys can accomplish anything. Right now, to be an entrepreneur, right now, to be able to say that you have a mechanic shop or a barber shop, or you want to be a pediatric surgeon, right now, the world really is yours. You guys can accomplish anything. If it's anything I want you guys to remember today when you go home is that, one, you have the instinct to know everything you need to know. A dream is something that is you. It's not an occupation. A dream is not something you do every day and that you hate. A dream is something that you're thankful for and that you're working and you're making a difference. And for you guys, I just want to reiterate, for you athletes in here, anybody that calls themselves an athlete, female or man, you have to attack everything outside of sports like it's sports. So whether it's your classroom, in basketball, if we were late for a practice in basketball, can anybody tell me how much we had to pay per minute? If you're late in basketball, you have to pay $500 a minute. That you're late. Oh, and it's not about the money. It's about the commitment to the other people. If I have a dream to win a championship, then there is no late. If I have a dream to be the best, there is no getting tired. I hope that you guys really understand a couple things. Number one, I wish I would have went to a school like this when I was growing up. I think you guys have a beautiful campus, and I hope you take advantage of all the teachers and the principals that care about you, because a lot of kids in a lot of schools are really hungry, and they wish they would have this opportunity. So number one, I hope you know how blessed you are. Number two, I hope you realize that no matter how tough our lives are, we get no excuses. Tell you a real quick story. I had a friend named Mike Ham. He was one of these cool guys that I was talking about. Well, we had an AAU trip, that's basketball, and he was one of the guys that should be in the NBA today. There's no doubt about it. But he was a guy that was really cool. So when we're in here getting lessons and speeches, he's sneaking out, doing something, drinking probably. He real cool. While we in class or we at the basketball games, he probably with some girls because he's real cool. He probably had the freshest shoes on. He was cool. Every time he had new clothes, CDs, always riding in somebody's truck, shotgun. He was real cool. But he's not alive today. See, Mike was a guy that got shot 9 times in the back because he was real cool. He was real cool. We didn't have Phantoms and things like that, but he would have wanted a Phantom. He would have wanted a Ferrari, and there's nothing wrong with that. But life is so real and so serious that I could almost look at the class and be put back in the time when I grew up. And I just wish somebody told Mike, yo, you really want to be an auto mechanic? You know what you can do? You can go to trade school. They're selling Makos now. You can own your own Mako. You can have a family, and you can be happy. Because my dream, I don't care what you think the importance of my dream is. If my dream is to own a barbershop, then my dream is more important than anybody's dream in the world. I don't care about that. Money does not equate a man's dream. But I just really want you guys to listen, because right now, your freshman year, you guys are going to see some crazy things over the next 4 years. You'll see classmates that won't be here anymore. You'll see other guys that just bump their head. You'll really start to understand what a knucklehead is and what somebody that's really ready to go to war is. Because it's not a game. I hope that you guys understand that you have everything within you to make it, no matter of your background, your circumstances, who believes in you, who doesn't believe in you, you can make it. That's not a problem. But you need to put the responsibility on yourself. You can't be a comedian and only watch scary movies and not know the name of the great comedians that have come before you. You can't be a doctor and not go to class. It's not going to happen. You're not going to blink your eyes and it's going to happen, people. It's not going to happen. And the best way to get a head start is just start living your dream right now. Walking your dream right now. She is a doctor, in my opinion, because that's what she's working for. Just like I see young kids in school that are basketball players. They're basketball players. They might not be a pro yet, but they're working and they're living a lifestyle of an athlete. Because the athlete has to get his sleep, has to eat good, has to have great teamwork. So you want to practice the principles of your dream. You guys can do anything in the world. I have a friend, and it's the last story, that he used to just draw in class. I'm like, what is this guy doing? He would always draw. Then we went to him, he was like, man, why don't you cut our hair and draw this picture on our hair? Then he would draw our clothes, and he would do things like that. And all the time, he just kept going to school, graphic design. We're like, man, I don't know what you're going to do with all this writing, all this other stuff. Well, has anybody heard of what's this PlayStation game, Halo? Yeah. Well, he made that in his dorm room. And I said, so how'd you do it? He was like, man, it was this crazy party. I didn't want to go. My girlfriend was mad at me. I just put on some music and I just kept drawing. And he was like, the next day I took it in and this is what it was. Well, this isn't a guy that drew one time and took it in. This is a guy that loved what he was doing. He's always on the internet. He's always writing. He's always coloring. He knew everything about technology before anyone else did. Because how can you be the best if you don't? You guys are capable of doing anything. One thing that you guys might think is a hobby could be your talent. And so I just hope that you guys cultivate your talent. Find something you love. Find people that you love to work with you and encourage you. Don't listen to the haters when they say you can't do it. Write on a list all the negative things and the reasons why you shouldn't make it, and then go get what you're looking for. I thank you guys for listening to me today. Anybody that received a chocolate bar for your participation. I'm gonna let y'all kick it with me at a Hawks game, okay? If y'all wanna do that, that's cool. Who would I give it to? I ain't giving you one. I'm joking. But I just want to thank you again, thank the school again, thank y'all, and I hope you believe in yourself and accomplish everything you want to. Thank you.